30 interesting vampire facts. Number 1. The name vampire comes from the Albanian damper, which means to drink with teeth. Number 2. Vampires can be killed by the use of a wooden stake through the heart. Number 3. People are turned into vampires by being bitten by a vampire. Number 4. Vampires' habits include being very pale, being super hot, sleeping during the day, not eating food, and remaining young-looking forever. Number 5. A vampire can turn into a bat, rat, owl, moth, fox, or wolf. Number 6. A group of vampires has variously been called a clutch, brood, coven, pack, or a clan. Number 7. Count Dracula is one of the most well-known vampires. Number 8. To prevent a vampire attack, a person should make bread with the blood of a vampire and eat it. Number 9. Porphyria is a kind of disease that many people called it as vampire disease. Number 10. Vampires do not have a reflection. Number 11. Garlic protects us from the attack of vampires. Number 12. Vampires actually date back to the ancient Babylonians and the year 4000 BC. Number 13. Vampires have super strength and often have a hypnotic, sensual effect on their victims. Number 14. In medieval times, redheads were regarded as vampires. Number 15. According to a Romanian legend, if you want to find a vampire, you'll need a 7-year-old boy and a white horse. Number 16. One of the most famous true vampires was Countess Elizabeth Bathory. Prehistoric stone monuments called dolmens have been found over the graves of the dead in northwest Europe. Anthropologists speculate they have been placed over graves to keep vampires from rising. Number 17. Mermaids can also be vampires, but instead of sucking blood, they suck out the breath of their victims. Number 18. In folklore, the vampire's first victim would often be his wife. This is why, in some cultures, when a husband died, the wife would change her appearance. Number 19. Chinese vampires were called a Qiangshi and had red eyes and crooked claws. Number 20. After the advent of Christianity, methods of repelling vampires began to include holy water, crucifixes, and Eucharist wafers. Number 21. Bela Lugosi, famous for portraying Count Dracula, was buried in his full Dracula costume, including the cape. Number 22. By the end of the 20th century, over 300 motion pictures were made about vampires, and over 100 of them featured Dracula. Over 1,000 vampire novels were published, most within the past 25 years. Number 23. The most popular vampire in children's fiction in recent years had been Bunnicula, the cute little rabbit that lives a happy existence as a vegetarian vampire. Number 24. Certain regions in the Balkans believed that fruit, such as pumpkins or watermelons, would become vampires if they were left out longer than 10 days or not consumed by Christmas. Number 25. While blood drinking isn't enough to define a vampire, it is an overwhelming feature. In some cultures, drinking the blood of a victim allowed the drinker to absorb their victim's strength. Number 26. One way to supposedly deter a vampire is to throw seeds, usually mustard, outside a door or place fishing net outside a window. Vampires are compelled to count the seeds or the holes in the net, delaying them until the sun comes up. Number 27. According to several legends, if someone was bitten by a suspected vampire, he or she should drink the ashes of a burned vampire. Number 28. Bram Stoker's Dracula, 1897, remains an enduring influence on vampire mythology and has never gone out of print. Number 29. That sunlight can kill vampires seems to be a modern invention, perhaps started by the US government to scare superstitious guerrillas in the Philippines in the 1950s. Number 30. The legend that vampires must sleep in coffins probably arose from reports of gravediggers and morticians who described corpses suddenly sitting up in their graves or coffins. This eerie phenomenon could be caused by the decomposing process. Guys, if you liked the video, support the channel by like and subscribe. Until the next video, goodbye.